Now boys, it's been a hot minute since my last One Punch Man video, and I have to say, Season 3 has honestly had no shortage of continuous disappointments with each passing episode. Now I'm not gonna lie, I was holding out hope for the season, like I genuinely thought it might actually get better when more action scenes start springing up. And now at the time of me recording this video, we are at episode 6, and holy shit, it's only gotten progressively worse. Like it's so bad that fans are straight up calling for Madhouse, the studio behind Season 1, to return to complete Season 3. That's genuinely how bad it's gotten, and from my perspective, Season 3 of One Punch Man is easily one of the worst anime shows so far in 2025. And this isn't even me talking shit, because JC's staff, the studio behind Season 2 and Season 3, animated a completely different, no-name ass show, and somehow that random fucking show has better animation than an IP as massive as One Punch Man. Like, how do you fuck up this badly with such a huge IP? That's what's confusing to me. And why does the same studio give some random fucking show animation that's leaps and bounds better than what they did for One Punch Man? Like, for the life of me, I just can't understand why they thought doing that would go over well with fans of One Punch Man. Now, in the midst of all this backlash that Season 3's been getting since it first aired, there were obviously gonna be a few white knights who were gonna try and defend the fuckery that's been going on with the show. And one such individual is Master. Now, I just want to clarify something before I go on this long ass rant. The criticism I'm about to dish out is not towards Master as an individual, it's more so towards what he said in this video, where fan backlash was pretty much reaching its boiling point. And if that like to dislike ratio is anything to go by, my brother in Christ, his take in this video was pretty much complete donkey ass. Well, hello there, editing Bunweiser here. So while I was editing this video, turns out that the video I'm referencing, Master actually privated that video because Big Homie was actually getting flamed in the comments. Like, if you looked at the like to dislike ratio on that video, my brother, it was bad. It was bad. Like, that is how bad his take was. Like, genuinely, that is how bad it was. And I have nothing against the guy, but it's just the take was a bit, dude, the take was sketch plus. It was shitty at best, is the nicest way I can put it. It was not great. So yeah, he privated the video. Thankfully, I downloaded it. But yeah, if you guys want me to make a video breaking down why his take was so bad, I mean, I don't mind. So with that, back to the video. Now, to briefly summarize his main point in that video, basically what he said was that if you want to criticize the animation of the show, you should at least take the time to understand the animation process before you make any sort of critique, which makes absolutely no sense. That's like me saying, if I want to criticize X, I first have to engage with X before I can form a critique of X. That's like me going into an Apple store to buy the latest iPhone, then telling the shopkeeper that I don't like the design and some of the features of the latest model, and then the shopkeeper goes on a long unhinged rant about how manufacturing iPhones is hard. Now, if I want to take that to its logical extreme, that's like saying if I want to criticize sex work, for example, I have to first become a sex worker before I can form a critique on why sex work is bad for society. Or if I want to criticize murderers, I first have to become a murderer before I can form a critique on why murder is bad. That was honestly the dumbest argument I ever heard when it came to the show. My brother, a majority of anime watchers are just consumers, and consumers are not obligated to understand the animation process in order to critique a show. And why should they? If a show is bad, that's on the studio who made it, and they should be held responsible for that fuck up. Now sure, you can throw the high ups in the mix, cause trust, they are also responsible for this fuck up, cause those fuckheads only care about profit margins, but at no point should the consumer be held liable because they didn't understand the reason behind the reason. They don't care, and they have no obligation to care. Consumers consume products, and whether or not that product is good or bad is none of their concern, but I digress. Anyway, back to Season 3. Now I'm not gonna lie, from episode 1 till the most recent episode, we have pretty much just been stun-locked with disappointments, like we're in a 32-hit Tekken combo that just keeps going. And with one of the recent big fights in the show, like Garou versus the Monster King Orochi, holy shit did they drop the ball with that fight. Like, even the fight with Garou was shit at best. But to make matters even worse, a fan-animated version of that same fight somehow did an even better job than the actual studio that animated the original fight. And apparently the person that created that fan animation did it in only 4 days, which is just wild to me. Like, brother, I swear, the memes coming out of the show are second to none. And honestly, the only way I see One Punch Man surviving this is if they drop JC staff and replace them with a more competent studio, because enough is enough. And honestly, I'm tired of watching a glorified PowerPoint presentation. They've pretty much bastardized a beloved show, and now I know how Berserk and Blue Lock fans feel. But yeah, that's the video.